Welcome to our MAP technical training videos. In this video, we'll be reviewing how to add or edit users in your platform. We'll also be reviewing the different roles that exist within MAP and who at your college might fit into those roles. When it comes to adding or editing users, only those with ambassador credentials have the access to do so. In the upper left-hand corner, to the main menu, select Settings and then Users. From here, it will show the list of all of your current users, whether they are active users or if they have been previously active and are now a disabled account. You can see those here as well. You can always toggle this on to show only your active users. When it comes to adding a new user, you can select this button in the middle and head over to the right to fill out the information. You'll start off by selecting a primary role for this user. They may have secondary roles that once you create this user, you can add those secondary roles. You may notice that there are folks at your school who have multiple roles. There may also be multiple roles assigned to multiple people. So select the role that you want this user to have and then fill out the information below. Once you've filled out all the information below, the password is automatically generated, and when you select Save, that user will get an email with their password. Upon logging in, that user will be asked to change their password for the first login. You can select for this user if they'd like to allow email notifications or show self-guided training. Both of these can be adjusted by the user after they log in as well. Select Save to send that email off. The email will be coming from mapadmin at mappingarticulatedpathways.org, so they should be on the lookout for that. In the user table, you can sort by typing in to any of those fields or filter it by selecting these headers. Find the user you'd like to edit and select on the row of that user. It pulls up all of their information on the right, and you'll notice a few different things now that I'm in an established user's profile. There's now a reset password link, so if that person has forgotten their password, you can send them this link to send their current password to help them log in. You'll notice there is also a new checkbox for active user. So if this person no longer works at your college or is no longer part of the MAP initiative, you can deselect this and update user information to deactivate that user's profile. This is where you might assign additional roles to the user. Select Add, and then select the role you'd like to add. If I'm going to add faculty, select Check to save it. And below you'll see another pop-up comes up. Specifically for faculty, they will need their disciplines assigned to them. And when it comes for the articulations coming through their workflow, they need that subject matter assigned to them in order to see the articulation that is in that subject. So we'll choose a subject and select the Save button. Once you're fully done with all of this, just select Update User Information and it'll update the user table. Now that you know how to add new users and how to edit existing users, we'll go into each of the different roles. There are 5 different roles here. Ambassador, which has the widest net of what modules they can see. They can see everything in the MAP platform, and they are the person to do the main configuration of the platform. They add the new users, they update the users, edit any data we might need, or help facilitate those at the college who may help with data. Then there is the initiator. They can see almost all of the same as the ambassador, but they do not have access to the ambassador module or the users module. When it comes to the articulation officer and the faculty, it gets even more focused. They don't have access to view the student intake, the ambassadors module, or the users module. What they can see is that home dashboard and all of the articulations that are created and it will automatically filter to their disciplines and their role. So for faculty, it will show only the disciplines that they are assigned and only those that are in their workflow ready to be reviewed. Lastly is the student intake aid, and they have a very small view into MAP as well, but it's kind of on the opposite side. They can only see the student intake. And with that, they can see the student information, the student log, and this is a great role for those who will not be part of the articulation process or creating any equivalencies in terms of that CPL, but can be a great help in terms of doing some of the heavy lifting and making sure all of your student information is loaded in, all of their evidence of competency is uploaded, and a big help there in terms of setting up those student profiles so that the initiator can come in and review those. Many different people at your college can fill many of these roles. When it comes to ideas of where to put folks from your colleges, we do have a document that is available to you, and that is our MAP role descriptions. I'm looking mostly at the last page that shows the MAP ambassador and the MAP workflow members. The only role that's not in here is that student intake aid. That is a new role that has just been rolled out, and so we have not yet updated this document to reflect that. You'll see here we have different options of who at your college may fit into these roles, but it may be different depending on your local college and what that looks like for you all and the resources there. If you have any questions within MAP, you can always use our help chat in the bottom right, and we'd be happy to help.